you always look on the bright side of life, you know. You have to be optimistic if you want to start a business. You have to collect very specific sets.
Alan Marshall knew he was taking a risk moving into a dying mall. But the location off Interstate 71 near Lodi was just right.
We might be in the middle of nowhere, but we're also in the middle of everywhere.
The card spot has been open for barely a year at Ohio Station outlets.
We have that for football, baseball, basketball.
Selling to collectors and hosting gaming tournaments.
I think we all grew up wanting to run a toy store or something, you know, when we were kids. A lot of people there.
Building a dream in a place where the days of big retail are gone. This center opened to crowds in 1996 as Buckeye Factory Shops, and later rebranded with a railroad theme, with these stations and silos.
It was different. It was unique.
Miriam Pendleton has been stopping here for years, watching brands fade. A decline fueled by changing shopping habits and distant landlords.
Sometimes I would come here and walk up and down the aisles, just, you know, kind of lamenting the fact that, you know, the shops were just one by one leaving.
Shoppers here told me about birthday parties, holiday events, and rides on the vintage trains that once traveled these tracks. Now the places where families made memories are being transformed into something very different.
This will be a mixed-use commercial industrial park.
Local developer Chris Samerjan recently bought this 50-acre property. Now workers are priming these spaces for new kinds of businesses.
White fence down, canopy off, coloration change. That's all it is. And that's what shocked me. So you wonder why I just sat here? Nobody really looked under the hood.
Pitching this vision to manufacturers, wholesalers, and office tenants. Reusing these buildings first with plenty of room for new construction. Do you see a long-term place for retail as part of this?
It depends on what you call retail today.
He can imagine a feed store or a building supply company here. But some of the few existing shops already are planning to leave.
We're certainly going to honor anybody's lease. We're not here to kick anyone out.
New industrial tenants could start arriving next summer.
I'm really glad to see that it is going to be worthwhile. I've loved this place.
Miriam wasn't sure what to think when she saw these fences and equipment. She's relieved to hear a developer is going to reuse what's here.
I'm glad you said that because, you know, I was really worried that they were just going to mow the whole thing down.
We carry a very large selection of that.
At the card spot, Alan was anxious at first, and so were his customers.
It's just a natural trait that everybody likes to believe the worst of everything, you know.
Now, he likes what he sees.
I think we're feeling quite reassured. I mean, when you walk around, you can just see the amount of renovation going on.
It's the end of an era here, but Alan has some time left on his lease.
Some of them are very valuable, very rare. Yes,
and
right.
that upbeat outlook.
It sounds like you're very hopeful.
Well, we are. Like I said, I think it's us to prove to the new owners that retail has a place here.
In Harrisville Township, Michelle Jarbo, News 5.